Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Pretty Women Panic as Men Stop Approaching. Let's get right into it.
Meanwhile, somewhere in America, one of our brothers is going through this.
Rests with Destro now.
So why do men no longer come up to women?
I think for a lot of women, and I'm going to say that I speak for a lot of women, and especially like in this day and age, I think that a lot of us are single because men, honestly, y'all don't approach women no more.
I don't need no man.
I don't need no man. If we're being honest here, I can confidently say that if I randomly selected 100 women, most of you would likely consider only about 5% to maybe 10% worth serious attention. And out of the remaining 90%, we need to immediately exclude the heavy breathing, high fructose sipping, E-Honda looking ladies. Because look, our goal is to indulge in organic tenderloin, not to rawhide buffalo. After trimming that group, we're left with roughly 20 to 30% of our original sample, which brings us to the commercial grade 304 baddie, the quintessential one-trick pony.
If a bunch of men approach you in public, you need to stop taking that as a compliment. That's actually an insult. Unless they're a bunch of sharks approaching you, that should be taken as an insult. If it's a bunch of Nemos and Lil Nemos and regular men and Dusties approaching you, they thought that you were so intimidating that it was okay for them to come up to you, waste your time, and ask you for your number because they just knew you were going to give it to them because they just knew you were in their league.
Okay, let's break this down clearly. The 304 baddie is essentially a real-life NPC. Her entire purpose in life revolves around playing specific roles in your narrative as the guest. She's a temporary participant in your game, ceasing to exist once you exit the scenario. Now listen, her sole mission is periodically opening her legs for your entertainment, collecting a few coins, and then resetting into the endless loop until...
Not collecting coins. Yo, Destro, you funny for this. Opening her legs and collecting coins is a good one. I want to address the black woman in the beginning. She said that, as a black woman, she thinks she could speak for a lot of women. No, you can't. Okay? Black women, the experience of black women is so unique. I don't understand why any black woman thinks she could speak for most women, especially because your outcomes are unique, right? Most women in America are married at a 50% clip or more on average. Black women are married at half that percent. So whatever black women are doing and whatever they want and whatever they think is very different than other women want and think. And I know a lot of black women think it's because they're black, it's because they're dark skinned. I don't think it's because of that at all. I think it's because our ideology and the fact that feminism has taken over our community. Okay, that's part of it. Second thing, I want to talk about the light-skinned girl who said that men approaching you is an insult. It's funny you say that. It's because this idea that, you should be intimidating and being intimidating is a flex, only young girls could think like that, okay? If people don't approach you and you don't approach people, you will have nobody. So unless your strategy is you're going to chase men, okay, you want men to approach. In fact, being approachable as a woman is a good thing, right? I don't know why everyone in the hood or everyone that's dumb thinks, and not that everyone in the hood is dumb, but anyone that's dumb could think this way as well. Anyone that's dumb that thinks, oh, being a bitch and the resting bitch face, that's cool. And I hear dudes say it all the time, I want a girl who acts like a bitch. Why? She's going to get you shot. She's going to get you killed. She's going to get you beat the F up. Okay? You want a girl who is feminine and friendly. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. You want a friendly girl. You don't want a bitchy girl. So many people like bitchy girls because their assumption is she won't cheat on you because she's such a bitch. That is not true. Bitches cheat all the time. All the time. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly. You just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Character requires her services on their timeline. This is how you should picture a 304 baddie when she's spitting nonsense in your ear. I mean, even worse are those old 304 baddies, smelling like white diamonds and wearing Forever 21. Sitting at the bar, desperately looking for you to make eye contact with her.
Y'all, this man has been staring at me across the bar the entire night but hasn't approached. Is he scared, broke, or both?
You see right here, this is why men don't approach. Now imagine on this night, you, for some particular reason, were in the mood for some Pam. And you went up to this lady. She would have caught you in 4K spitting ice cold pimping. Then she would have uploaded the video to Instagram or TikTok and captioned it with something like, "Why won't these men stop harassing me? Why they keep bothering me?" Ugh. Dragging your sterling reputation through the mud. And for what? Just to get a couple high fives from her menopausian single girlfriends? Is this really worth it?
So why do men no longer come up to women? I asked this in a TikTok last week, and it got so many comments, especially from men. And I just want to preface this with, this was no shade to men. This post was no shade to men, and neither is this one. I was just genuinely curious and asking. I love men, I think they're awesome, and I think that they're a little confused right now. But most of the responses said something like, we were told not to go up to you guys, and we were told that you want to be left alone, and you just want your own space, and you don't want us approaching you.
You see, I never get tired of this. Notice how she calmly dismisses the fact that women have openly told men for decades not to approach them.
That's so funny. He has AI is great for this. The woman is hugging the bear. In real life, when a girl hugged a baby bear, the baby bear bit her face. I thought that was hysterical. And it goes to show to you, even the least threatening bears will still attack you. Talking about, oh yeah, I'd rather be caught in the forest with a bear than a man, because a man could attack you. Even a baby bear attacked you. Anyway, I want to address a lady at the bar who said this man has been staring at you from across the bar and he hasn't approached you. And you asked, is he scared or broke? And I think that's so funny when we have black women talking about someone being broke. Black women are the brokest people in America. Even broker than their male counterparts. So why you keep talking about somebody broke? Girl, you broke. 9 times out of 10, the black girl's broke. Now, I know some successful black women. Shout out to the successful black women. But in general, black women always talk about somebody being broke. And even the successful black women I know, they still struggle with money because, you know, something's called lifestyle inflation, right? Your income often rises to, your expenses often rises to meet your income. So even if you make $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month, a woman would have $5,000, $6,000 a month of bills. So she'll be spending every dime waiting and living paycheck to paycheck. Most people live paycheck to paycheck no matter what tax bracket they're in. So there's a lot of times when people are broke. I know I work at a rich man's gym, and a lot of them are tight-wadded. Why? Not because they have no money, it's because they got to wait till they get paid to have money. And by the time they get paid, that money's already spent. Now, I think it's funny, the other lady said, the white lady, the one that's hugging the bear now, she says, you know, well, she's talking about how, like, men are not approaching. And I think it's funny that we're always talking about how men are lacking, not that women are lacking. You know, oh, men are not approaching because they lack something or they listen to what women said and or something that has to do with us. But it's never because they're lacking. It's never because that they're falling short on what men want. Too many women look at the dating market like they're shopping on Amazon. Okay, they choose what they want. The dating market is not like that. The dating market is more like an interview. I interview you, and then I decide if I'm going to hire you for the job to be a girlfriend or a wife. Okay, you decide if I smash. If I smash, that's because we're on your job interview, as an example. And you decided, okay, you're going to open up your legs and, like that show said, collect some coins. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when we think about this, too many women are pointing their fingers at men when the reality of it is a lot of women are overweight, obese. They're suffering from all types of mental disorders. They're on ADHD medication. They're on antidepressants. And then they're not desirable. They're not. And on top of that, feminism convinced them that they're going to get the world for nothing. No, you're not. I'm sorry, you're not. You're going to have to hug the bear because in the real world, men were just tired of it. And a lot of men are just saying, you know what? We're going to wait this out. And I don't blame them. Wait it out. Men, and I tell this all the time because people say I don't hold men accountable. I do all the time. I tell men you need to be fit. You know, you need to get your money up. Every red pill podcaster says this. I'm not saying I'm red pill. I'm Christian. But I know people categorize me as a red pill podcaster. So I'm here to tell you that everybody that you think men listen to in the men's community always talk about getting fit. You know what I'm saying? Getting your money up. Everyone says that. You find me one red pill podcaster that doesn't talk about male improvement. I'll wait.
Refuses to hold women accountable for consistently telling men they are unwanted. Instead, she'll demand that you ignore their mixed signals and somehow magically mind read to know exactly which women are okay with being approached. She won't say a word about trends like pick the bear, straight harassment accusations, or feminist rhetoric branding men as predators, toxic, or quote-unquote entitled to my space. Nope. Her only solution is for you to try harder and accept even more disrespect, more emasculation.
Which for some women, that can absolutely be true, but I love meeting people in person, and I just think that it takes a confident person to go up to someone when you see them in person, and I think it's a really cool way to meet people rather than meeting people online.
If it's so cool, why don't you do it? Why don't you go up to random men in public and talk to them? Simple. Men aren't going to call you creeps or accuse you of street harassment, but you won't because
I haven't any courage at all. I even scare myself.
You see, all that equality and equity talk goes out the window when it's time for them to shoot their shot. These same so-called flawed men will leave the country and approach a woman in another language. I mean, just think about that. Obviously, the men are not the problem. These women can play ignorant all they want. Nobody cares what you and your friends think, Tommy Lauren. Because we all know women lie to each other 24/7. For example,
I'm fairly confident that I could show this image to the entire world. I think they picked the girl on the left as more attractive.
Really? Okay, let's say the black girl, she dressed up with like the same outfit as the other one, and she did her hair, like the lighting really didn't hit her face. Can you even see like half of her face? And she has a nice smile. She's not ugly. Like I feel like we're judging her based.
Yo, get this girl some glasses prescription or something, bro. You got.
Meanwhile, are women that hard to talk to?
You know what? When I was like a girl dating dudes, I didn't get it. But when I had to be the person, because like I think one thing that women don't think about is like women are mean. Women are fucking mean. Women can be so mean, and especially I think to I would say masculine presenting people as a masculine presenting person, but like to men, women are mean.
What's up with grown ass men asking grown ass women, do you want to hang out? Like first of all, it's the beginning of the month. I have rent. Bills, bitch, I don't want to hang out.
I know you don't want to hang out, girl. I know exactly what you want to do. You want to figure out how you're going to pay that rent. And with them yitties, I know you're going to get that rent paid. You're going to get that rent paid, okay? Listen, it takes women to become lesbians to realize that, yeah, a lot of women are mean. A lot of women are mean. A lot of women play a lot of games. I went to the supermarket yesterday, one of my favorite supermarkets. In New Jersey, okay? It's a Whole Foods, and a lot of brown-skinned women like this girl on the screen go there. That's why I like it. It's my favorite Whole Foods. And I've ran into a very attractive black woman who happened to be the age of 25. You know me. I hit her with the icebreaker. By the way, I covered this in my book, Be Attractive and Shut Up. This exact strategy I'm trying to tell you how to do. It's in my book. But I hit her with an icebreaker because I was getting bagels, and she was like getting loose bagels, and I was getting bagels in like a bunch. I guess it's like half a dozen bagels. I didn't even know you could order them loose. I just went, I picked out, do I want cinnamon raisin? Do I want whole wheat? Do I want plain? You know what I'm saying? And I seen her getting regular bagels or looking at the regular bagels. I was like, oh, I looked at her. I was like, oh, you shopping for bagels? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, which one you're going to get? Just making random conversation. Anyway, she showed me that you could get loose bagels and asked me to pass her a bag. I passed her a bag. We made a small conversation. It was cool, a little fun. We laughed, giggled, blah, blah. At the end, I said, all right, if you don't have a boyfriend, you should give me your number. Just like that. Okay, gave her my. She agreed. Gave her my phone. She put her number in it and saved her name in it. Shout out to her. Okay, she walked away. Now this girl had biker shorts on, brown skin girl, kind of tall too. Like she had to be like 5'9", pretty tall. She was a stallion type of girl. Okay. Now I don't know if I should have played games with her or not. Maybe I should. I don't know. But I was like, all right. That was like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, I texted her like, hey, it's such and such. It's me. You know what I'm saying? I told her my name. I go by my real name in public. I don't go by shape in public. I go by my real name. So I call her going by my real name. She never responded. And that's absolutely fine. Okay? That's absolutely okay. I'm not crying about it. By the way, when she left, I seen a couple other black dudes. They came up to me and they were like I'm like, what the hell is this doing? And he was trying to just like, no, bro, you're the man. You're the man. And I realized he's giving me a compliment for approaching that girl. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of convenient. She was standing next to me, got her number. She was tall. I tried to like this girl. Like, I tried to just like this girl. But she didn't respond. Now, I know that people say that if you get a girl's number, you should wait like 3 days to text them. But, you know, to me, that's just... And I could have done that. I could have done that. But for me, I'm like, you know what? What I'd rather have done was the minute she gave me my number, call her on the spot so she has my number. So if she ever thought about hitting me up, she could hit me up. Because since she didn't have my number, I decided, all right, let me just text her. But now she's probably going to play a game, and she didn't respond, and that's okay. Maybe she'll respond today. Maybe she responded already. I haven't even just checked my messages. Whatever the case may be, let's just assume she never responds. My opinion is to never call her again. She's going to let her fall by the wayside. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm not going to chase after any girl who's making it difficult for me. I believe, since she's an attractive girl, she probably wants me to chase her. It's not going to happen. Now, she's 25. She never asked my age. I asked her age. She said 25, never asked my age. I guess it didn't matter. Maybe she just felt like I'm attractive enough, so it doesn't matter. But these young women who are attractive, they play all these games. And again, they don't realize as black women, you are the least married. You are the brokest. Okay? Even in that last video, someone said, oh, they made fun of the girl who looked like like a gorilla. And she is dark skinned compared to a light skinned white girl. You know, it's not fair that they made that comparison. They should have put two equally pretty girls. You put one ugly black girl and a pretty white girl together. Yeah, that seems really racist. As if that black girl represents all black girls or that white girl represents all white girls. You could have picked a pretty black girl and an ugly ogre looking white girl, because there are gorilla looking white girls, but they didn't. And therefore, I feel like that podcast is kind of racist. But let's see what she has to say, and we'll respond to more of the nonsense that she's talking about as far as a man shouldn't approach her or whatever.
Like, I have too much going on to just hang out.
Look, just say you're a pay-for-play provider. Why play all these games? Just say your price up front so we don't have to waste time with all the pleasantries. State your price, and if you're worth it, maybe a man will pay it. I mean, we know what you are. We know that you're a You're a dressed-up streetwalker, a.k.a. an escort. We get it. We understand. As a matter of fact, why not just wear your price on your shirt? Make it clearly visible so there's no mix-up. Yeah, just put your working hours on there as well.
And he's, oh, no, I'm in a date. I still don't want to go on a date with you because that just aggravated me, even asking me to hang out. And this is not a person that I have not gone out on a date with before, just FYI. This is not a person that doesn't know who I am. This is a person that has known me for years. Like, I'm just in a space, like, if you're not adding to a solution, you're adding to a problem. And I'm not giving out my social currency anymore. Going out with me is going to be a vibe. It's going to turn you up. It's going to make you look lit. I'm tired of giving my energy away for nothing, like, just to entertain people. Like, we cannot be out here being court gestures for niggas that don't add shit to our lives. Like, period. Do I want to hang out? No, I could take myself out to fucking hang out for a drink. Especially if I know that you're not even, like, a good time. Like I'm not even going to have fun. No. Bare minimums, bye. Spread love is a Brooklyn.
Yes, true NPC talk right here. You know, she really thinks smoking a hookah with her while she exchanges different attitude faces like Florence from the Jeffersons is what you consider fun. Look, man, what is your price? But wait a minute.
You know, it's funny because, you know, people, you go ahead, get me in the comments. You know, when I say, oh yeah, but she's attractive. I know, but everyone gets that mad at me. Y'all want me to just call every girl ugly, okay? I'm not going to do that. If you find her not attractive, that's fine. But to me, a lot of y'all men, y'all call these girls ugly because y'all not used to getting attractive women. That's why you're mad at them. I know there's going to be some angry people in my comments that they're mad that they don't get attractive women, so they always seeing them. Oh, she's ugly, she's this. Y'all just projected on them. A girl could be attractive and I can still not want her. I'm just being rational. I'm just being objective. If I call a girl attractive, I'm being objective. Some of y'all think I give too much credit. No, I don't. I don't call ogres, out of shape women attractive. I don't be drooling over these girls with bad weaves like a lot of y'all men do. I got higher standards. Let's keep it a buck. But I want to talk about this, and this is something funny to me. A lot of women try to tax you for every little thing they could possibly do. I know a lot of women say, well, you know, if you want to take me on a date, you got to take me somewhere nice because I put on all this makeup and my weave costs this and my nails cost this and my foundation costs this. And I'm like, why are you trying to tax me for your own upkeep? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just bizarre. I don't go to a girl, oh, well, I pulled up in this car and my car notes this and my insurance is this and the outfit I'm wearing and the watch I'm wearing and the jewelry I got on. Like, what? But this is what women do. Women try to nickel and dime you for everything. This girl here, she's complaining that, oh yeah, if I go out with you, I'm gonna make you look lit and stuff like that. So I ain't gonna give you nothing. Y'all are so worried about us receiving something out of the deal. Y'all want to hold back. I know girls like this. You know what I'm saying? I know a girl who, you know, I'm getting popping right now. Let's call it a stack. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to hit 14,000 subscribers. Let's call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? And in my life, there's people that know me that see me popping. And what ends up happening is there's some girls that resent my success. Instead of trying to work with me, they're trying to work against me. In fact, they try to compete against me. I'm seeing girls now that I know right now, they're trying to start up social media and they're trying to get popping on social media now. Go ahead, be my guest. You know what I'm saying? Instead of working with me, you know what I'm saying? And I knew this one girl. You know, I was like, yo, let's chill. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's build together, blah, blah. And when I showed her my social media, she got excited, but that excitement quickly turned into jealousy. And the reason why I know it turned into jealousy, because I started seeing her start to post her own content. And she was never posting content before. All of a sudden now she wants to be a content creator. Right? Because she can't stand the fact that I got something over her. You know what I'm saying? She's an attractive girl, okay? But she just, the thought, you know, and she thinks that if I'm seen with her, it's going to be a big flex to me. And if we seen with each other, it's a big flex to each other. Why can't we both win? Why can't we both benefit? Not only modern women don't want 50-50, they don't want win-win. They want win-lose. And the losing part is us, men. They want to win while we lose. It can't be win-win. It can't be you benefit me, I benefit you as well. It can't be that. It got to be you clearly benefit, and whether I benefit or not is arguable. It's debatable. And this is why men don't approach anymore. Why do you think men don't approach? She's complaining about a guy she already went on a date on. You got on social media talking about a guy that you rejected a man. Oh, you rejected him, and you got standards and this and this. Delusion is dressed up as standards. That's what it is. What's your standards for going out in public? You're not wearing a bra. Is that your standard? Now make sure you got no bra in public. I find it attractive, but I also find it offensive. And I'm trying to figure out, who are you doing this for? Women want to be nude in front of everybody but their man. All these women, I know so many women who will be all prancing around, trying to be sexy, trying to get attention, want to get the male gaze, want to flex and flaunt. But at the same time, trying to hold out and make a dude jump through barbed wire in order to get with them. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Same thing like I said, the girl I approached, you know what I'm saying, at a supermarket, you know, she wanted me to jump through. She came to the supermarket. She was wearing a bra. I won't say, she had yitties too, but she was wearing a bra. She had biker shorts on. She looked attractive. You know what I'm saying? I won't lie. That's why I asked for her number, and she did give me her number. But still, she did all that just to make it hard for me when I'm actually texting her. Can you please make that make sense? And that girl, by the way, had no idea that I'm popping and I got motion. She had no clue. But she gonna find out. Okay, she gonna find out. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.